Think positive.
Welcome back to the Ghoul Ambrose podcast. GA for short. I'm your host, Prince. This is a space for inner work, self-improvement, self-discovery, mindset, accountability, integrity, reflection, and personal development. This podcast is built for growth, for honesty, and for becoming a better version of yourself, one day at a time. New episodes drop every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today's episode is called Blank Canvas. Start blank. Start fresh. The tools you need are already in you. There is no right or wrong. What's meant to be empty can't be filled incorrectly. There are moments when you reach for a thought and your mind doesn't give you one. You sit there expecting something to surface, but there's no sudden realization waiting for you, no clever response, no feeling strong enough to turn into a sentence. Nothing arrives on command, and I think that's a strange experience for people who are used to constantly producing something. We're so accustomed to having an opinion, having an answer, having a reaction, having something ready to contribute. So when there isn't anything, we start searching for it. We dig. We question ourselves. I think we're uncomfortable admitting we don't know. Not knowing can feel like we're behind, like somebody else has already figured something out that we should have understood by now. So, we borrow answers. We repeat what we've heard. We reach for whatever sounds convincing. Anything to avoid saying, I don't know. But there's honesty in those three words. They don't mean you're incapable. They mean you're not pretending. You don't know what something means yet. You don't know how you feel about it. You don't know what you think. You don't know whether something belongs in your life. You don't know, period. And instead of treating that like a gap that needs to be filled, maybe it can simply remain unanswered for a while. Because not everything comes with a label. Some experiences don't come with instructions. Some feelings don't introduce themselves. Ideas don't walk into your mind fully developed. They appear as fragments, a sensation, a phrase, a picture, a question. And that's where the canvas becomes yours. Not because you're required to put something on it, because nobody else gets to decide what belongs there. People can give you their opinion. They can tell you what they see. They can tell you what you think you should do. But their interpretation doesn't automatically become yours. That's what makes an undefined thing so interesting. It leaves room for interpretation. It leaves room for your experience, your perspective, your imagination, your silence, even your lack of understanding. Maybe the question isn't, what should I put here? Maybe it's, do I need to put anything here yet? That's a completely different question, because sometimes we're not filling a gap. We're covering our discomfort with having one. We see an open area and assume something must occupy it, but perhaps leaving it untouched is intentional. Perhaps the absence says enough. The unanswered question deserves to remain unanswered. The unfinished thought is exactly where it needs to be. There's something peaceful about not forcing completion. Empty spaces speak for themselves. This is where I want to give you something I can't explain for you, because I can talk about this concept all day, but eventually there's a point where my words need to stop. Because the space I'm talking about isn't mine. It's yours. Whatever instantly came to mind while listening. that's yours. Whatever you couldn't think of, that's yours too. Maybe something appeared. Maybe nothing did. Maybe you're sitting there trying to figure out what I'm getting at. Maybe you figured it out. I don't need to decide which one is correct. Neither do you. Take the thought. Leave it. Question it. Ignore it. Come back to it later. Or don't. The choice belongs to you. That's the beauty of having no predetermined answer. You don't have to inherit one. You don't have to force one. You don't have to pretend one exists just because everybody else seems to have theirs. There are moments when your only honest contribution is silence, and there's nothing wrong with that. A blank doesn't automatically mean failure. An unwritten thought isn't wasted. An undefined feeling isn't meaningless. Sometimes something needs to remain untouched because its purpose isn't clear yet. And maybe that's why I don't want to fill this final part for you. I could give you a statement. I could wrap everything up neatly. I could tell you what the canvas means. But then I'd be making the decision for you. So I won't. I'll leave it here, unfinished, unexplained, open. Whatever belongs in that space belongs to you. I hope you found something worth taking with you today. Maybe a new perspective, maybe a moment to pause and reflect. Thank you for being here and sharing this space with me. Your presence matters. If this resonated with you, share it with someone you care about, because growth spreads through connection. I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself. Stay grounded. And as always, be safe.